Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about the major scale on a single string. Basically, it's not that hard to understand. It's all about the intervals of the scale and just knowing them, basically. If we take, for example, the E major scale on the low E string, the first note of the scale would be E itself, which is, of course, this note. The second note of the scale is 2 frets up, which will be F sharp, and that's the first interval. The second interval will be another 2 frets up, which is G sharp. The next interval will be 1 fret up, which is A. The next interval is 2 frets up again, which is B. The next interval is 2 frets up, C sharp. And the next interval is 2 frets up again, E flat. And then 1 fret up again to get to your octave, E, on the 12th fret. So basically, the intervals involved are 2 frets up to get to the second note, F sharp, 2 frets up again, then 1 to get to A, then 2 frets up again to get to B, 2 frets up again to get to C sharp, and 2 again to get to E flat, and then 1 to get to your octave. A good fingering exercise for this scale is to play the E note open first, then use your first finger for the F sharp, your third finger for the G sharp, your fourth finger for A, your first finger for the B, your second finger for the C sharp, your fourth finger for the E flat, then your first finger again for the E. The reason why this exercise is good is it'll be good when you want to play it quite fast up the fretboard. For example, like this. Now that's the major scale on one string. For E, for example, you can apply exactly the same intervals on all the strings. So for example, with D, the second note of the D major scale would be 2 frets up. The third note would be F sharp, which is 2 frets up. The fourth note would be the G, which is 1 fret up. The fifth is A. The sixth is B. The seventh is C sharp. And then the final one is D again. So it looks something like this. And again. So in the case of G, you would have a G, you'd have the A, 2 frets up, you'd have a B, 2 frets up, then a C, then a D, then an E, then an F sharp, then a G. And in the case of B, you'd have a B, 2 frets up, you'd have your C sharp, then 2 frets up again, you have your D sharp, then you have your E, then you have your F sharp, 2 frets up again, 2 frets up again, you'll have your G sharp, 2 frets up again, you'll have your A sharp, then you'll have your B. So in the case of the high E string, it's exactly the same as the low E string. You have your E, 2 frets up again, you have your F sharp, 2 frets up again, you have your G sharp, 1 fret up again, you have your A, another 2 frets up again, you'll have your B, another 2 frets up again, you'll have your C sharp, 2 frets up again, you'll have your E flat, and then finally your E.